Welcome back to the Quiet Car Podcast. We are live and direct from Fanatics Fest, New York City right now. We're just doing a little podcast right now. I got JP on the other side right here.
Bang, bang, bang.
So shout out to everybody that's actually showed up for Fanatics Fest. It's been an awesome event. A lot of stuff going on and everything. It actually kind of blew my mind, which got here, didn't really know what to expect and everything. So, but I'm going to just let it go right here. JP, tell them what it is.
Man, I tell you, I was so surprised pleasantly with how it actually turned out, the amount of people that showed up, the amount of celebrities, the amount of events. It's completely different than any other card show I've ever been to. It is a very great blend of Comic-Con meets card show meets something even better than each.
So, Comic-Con is definitely... I've been to Comic-Cons before, and this definitely... The interaction, I think, that basically separates itself from, like, the national and everything is so far beyond here. Is that all the activities and everything kid-friendly, I guess I would say.
Incredibly kid-friendly. Honestly, I want to say that this was really built around mom, dad, bringing the kids, stroller-friendly. I mean, it's insane. I mean, honestly, I didn't know what to expect, and I'm still just blown away.
So I would definitely say this. The cheat code has definitely been wrestling, because wrestling rules this. Hands down. People came in here, belts on, dressed up like wrestlers and everything. I think, for me, I seen that where the crowds was at all over the wrestling. Like, I went over to NFL, NBA, and all that. Not really much of a crowd. Wrestling, UFC kind of had a crowd, but wrestling was a focal point of all this other stuff. Huge wrestling fans here and everything. I frankly enjoyed it. What do you think?
I think the wrestling actually was probably the most packed area that I personally saw in the whole thing. I mean, the little stage where you could do your own entrance, the meet and greets, all that. I mean, the 40-yard dash, they definitely had a long line there. The octagon had a long line. Nothing compared to the wrestling. I mean, wrestling was above and beyond. And I personally didn't expect that much attendance to be there for wrestling. I mean, people dressed up in costume, dressed up, as their favorite wrestler. It was insane.
Dude, they went crazy. Lil Baby came out, did his intro and everything. First of all, the entrance, you can create your own entrance here. Like, not really create, but you can come out to, like, different wrestlers' entrances and everything.
I think he came out to the Rock theme song.
Yeah, so Lil Baby came out, and he was with, hey, look, listen, we don't know, I don't know the new wrestling stuff. Apparently, he is the, I guess, Intercontinental Champion, World Champion or something. It's either one of them. He came out, dude, the place erupted. I thought it was The Rock.
Yeah.
At first.
Yeah, with the way that the crowd actually ran up and approached it, I actually thought it was The Rock itself, and everybody's freaking out because I believe it was the baby was there. Yeah. I mean, it insanity. It was pure chaos in the best way.
And also, I would say this also. Now look, we do car show reviews. There is a car show here, which, of course, listen, it's going to be like the National. We already discussed it. Everything's basically going to be overpriced here. They got to pay for booth. They got to pay for travel and everything. That's what we expected. So we're not expecting anything else. But I will say this. It was larger than I thought it was going to be.
It was significantly larger than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I kind of thought that they were going to put the card guys and girls off in the corner and kind of forget about them. But honestly, I mean, they had a good solid half of the floor. Now, or at least 1/3 of the floor. Yeah. There was a bigger space allocated to cards, and I actually thought that there was going to be. I mean, it was impressive.
So I definitely would say that. Like I said, we got all the corporate sponsors, of course, are here and everything. We got another tag slab made doing that. Like I said, but the sports card element of it, which this is what basically we came for, we're going to discuss about the whole we're buying situation yet again.
We're buying, but not high end.
Not high end. And then
But what do we call high end now?
Yeah.
Because what formerly used to be called high end is now, it's too high end. Now $1,000 is high end, $500 is high end, and it's like, when did we come to that part? Because I see all these dealers with $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 cards in their case, and then they go look at you and go, I can't buy something for $1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, insanity.
They don't buy. They're not buying high. Well, not everybody. Like, majority of the people are buying. They're not buying high end, but they're selling high end.
Shout out Contrast Cards.
Yes.
Definitely buys high end.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, like I said, Contrast Cards is here. Like I said, who's actually buying the cars that really probably nobody else wants to see behind. Listen, we can discuss this more on the podcast coming up Wednesday. But I would say this is that when you even look at a card and don't even try to comp it, don't even try to look at it, and you're buying cars and everything, that is a real issue. Goodness gracious. But I also listen. There's a lot of marketability over here also. Here in New York, here at the Fanatics Fest also. But, like I said, anyway, yes, there's also a car show here also. But I think, like I said, the interaction, especially UFC interaction, people getting into the ring, taking pictures in front of the UFC screen and everything, the 40-yard dash. Dude, Katie and Ant is literally right behind us in the other room playing basketball with kids and stuff. For me,
pure insanity. I mean, I think Tom Brady was actually throwing the football to kids today.
Yeah.
Like, the crowd to get there was crazy, but I mean, if you were a kid and you came to this event, it was the best thing you could do.
And also, I would say this: I believe there was more kids here than a national.
I would totally second that motion. I think that there were more kids here at Fanatics Fest in New York than there was at Cleveland National.
Travis Scott's here also. Travis Scott had his debut cards and everything, which, like I said, I missed out on it. I'm pretty sad I missed out on it. But even that, Topps Chrome has specialty Fanatics Live cards here also. Lids did a player's choice. You get like 3 hats and a box. So all the exclusive stuff, it works. People want the exclusive stuff you're not going to find outside of this event anyway.
Well, and not only that, but here's the other thing. People aren't just keeping it sealed to resell on the secondary market. There's people left and right ripping the hats, the chrome, the Travis Scott, you name it, they're ripping it.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, the crowd here was insane and everything. But like I said, even with Fanatics really throwing this event, I mean, listen. We'll discuss more of this on the podcast, but I think the question really hails is, hey, will the National copy this, or will they still go about their own business and keep doing what they're doing? Because for me, go ahead.
If you don't copy this, you're literally going to lose. Literally, this is the next level. This is the next step. The National's great, but the National is been the National, and it's been the same thing over and over again. This is the next level. This is insanity. I mean, it's, as a fan, as a collector, as a reseller, it's everything you could want and then more.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, there's going to be more to come and everything. Like I said, this is just a little podcast thing we're doing right now. We're live at Fanatics Fest right now. Listen, 2 out of 3 is here. Shout out to Gable that couldn't make it. But listen, next time he's going to be here. But like I said, podcast coming out Wednesday. We're gonna go full depth in what's going on, because there's a lot of stuff going on, especially with future shows and everything that's happening. That we are definitely going to discuss here. Basically, how Fanatics Fest is basically the location. The location's great.
The location is insane. Just to think that 2-3 weeks ago we were in Cleveland, and it's just old, outdated.
He drifted.
Smelly. Oh yeah, they're doing crazy stuff out
there.
there.
He just drifted. You didn't see that?
I did not see that.
This is New York.
But yeah, it's crazy. And this center, the Javits Center, is just above and beyond amazing. I mean, honestly, Cleveland, you had 2 bathrooms, and as a grown man, you had to wait 45 minutes. You had multiple areas to use the bathroom. You had multiple areas to get food. You had free Wi-Fi. You had decently priced food. I mean, honestly, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's still
Yeah.
expensive.
And choices too. Choices. Multiple choices.
Multiple choices. So I mean, I think it's an overall success. Really, I mean, I can't tell you. I'm so proud of Fanatics and how they handled it. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I thought it was literally gonna be a dumpster fire, but they proved me wrong. But can they keep it up? I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, can they keep it up and everything? But like I said, new podcasts come out Wednesday and everything. We're still going to do on Tuesdays after show going on that. But like I said, until then, we're just copying out right now. Like I said, Quiet Car Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, your Apple Podcast, Spotify, TikTok,
Twitter.
YouTube, and Twitter. We're on Twitter too. It's going to be active,
Twitch,
but
don't forget.
Twitch. Oh yeah, Twitch also.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere. That's crazy. Yeah, everywhere. We're here in New York right now. Okay, so listen. Shout out to everybody that's watching this right now. Shout out to everybody that came up to us saying that they actually listen to podcasts.
All the love, all the support. Cannot tell you, like, after just, I mean, I'm like 6-7 miles according to my Apple Watch, and just on today as far as we've been here. And man, you know, as far as feeling tired and to have somebody come out and go, man, I appreciate the podcast. I appreciate the point of view. You know, not everything is made for kids. Not everything is going to be kid friendly. Yeah. And, you know, we like to give a real honest opinion. And, you know, sometimes we'll say fuck this. Sometimes we'll say fuck that. And we're just glad to have y'all here. We out.
We out. Peace.
Peace.
Yay, Mo.